Hi, how's everybody doing today? I'm gonna be going over some more cards that you can pick up under $20. This one is gonna be like the GX and Rainbow Special. So we have a lot of different GX Pokemon in here. We have a lot of different Rainbow Pokemon in here. So I hope you guys just enjoy the list. And I'll have some reasons for each Pokemon and why, and just general information like that, like I usually do. Not feeling very great right now. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I hope that doesn't affect the video too much. So firstly, we've got the Darkrai GX from Burning Shadows. Just a really nice looking regular GX of a really cool Pokemon like Darkrai. Darkrai doesn't really get to seen like a lot of love, I don't think, typically. So it's really cool to have like a GX Pokemon of a card like Darkrai, just like a Pokemon like Darkrai that looks super cool. It's like a dollar. It's like $1.40. Not really complaining at that price point. I like the big moon in the background, the red effects, and then like the psychic like darkness energy. Looks really cool. Kind of hard to see the Pokemon card under all that text, but I still think it looks really cool. And for $1.40, honestly, not bad to pick up at all. Next, we're bumping up to $4, so we got the Kingdra Rainbow. So this one's the Sun and Moon promo. This Rainbow Kingdra is actually cheaper than the full art Kingdra from like a actual set. And that was just because this one is a promo. But it's a Rainbow Kingdra. Kingdra's a cool Pokemon. I like Kingdra. I expressed my appreciation for Kingdra with the art rare Kingdra or Trainer Gallery one from Astral Radiance. And yeah, this card is really dope. It's just a Rainbow GX from Sun and Moon era, so it's kind of harder to come by. Hard to find those rainbows from the Sun and Moon era, so it's really cool to see one that's under $5. And honestly, you're not getting a bad card for the price. I'm sure the texture on this card looks really fantastic. And next, I got the Naganadel Shiny from Hidden Fates. So looking over at the Hidden Fates Shiny Vault, there's a lot of cards that are like contenders for some really awesome looking cards. I just picked the Naganadel just because I think its shiny looks really great. Honestly, I love the colors. The black and the yellow works really well together. Mixes perfectly to make a really nice shiny of Ultra Beast. Ultra Beasts aren't super popular, I know that, but the colorway, the combo is just super nice. I mean, if you wanted a Pokemon that's more like older, maybe even more popular, I'd probably go with the Banette shiny, because Banette has a pretty decent shiny too, and that's a full art, Pokemon. Looks pretty decent, I would say overall. You even have like let's see. Yeah, Lycanroc in the cheaper range, $8 for Lycanroc if you want to spend a little bit extra to get a cooler shiny. Same with Noivern. Noivern's doing pretty good in the Hidden Face shiny vault, and then you could pick up the um you can pick up the EX one for pretty darn cheap. Let me see. Well, so this is the full art Noivern from Paldea Evolved, but I'm looking for the Noivern from Paldean Fates. This one's even cheaper. Look, it's like $1. It's a really cool looking shiny Pokemon. You want a Noivern card that'll last. It's a nice looking card of a Noivern. I like Noivern personally. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't think he's very popular. But that's just because he's in a set with a lot more popular Pokemon in it. But yeah, those are my suggestions for those. Then we have the Rainbow Caesar VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. So Caesar is a really awesome Pokemon, one of my personal favorites. I always thought that this card was super cool, really undervalued and underappreciated. Caesar, one of my favorite personal Pokemon, really cool. I love the colorway on Caesar. I love like the red, but the rainbow looks really good too. Like the VMAX, the giant like um, clouds, and then like him raising his arm up, looks pretty cool. Sword and Shield rainbows obviously aren't nearly as good as the Sun and Moon rainbows, but I have another Sword and Shield rainbow on here. So we have the Tapu Koko VMAX. This one's sitting at around it's like $7. Tapu Koko is another Pokemon that doesn't really get a lot of love, but is a really cool looking Pokemon in my opinion. I like his design a lot. I think it's very aggressive. It's very interesting, very intriguing, just like visually. I like the clouds, obviously. The VMAX clouds are pretty cool. And then the colorway, obviously, it's really nice with like the deeper purple. You get all the kind of different colors of the rainbow there. And then I think these VMAX rainbows from the earlier sets are kind of just like really undervalued because people only really care about like the alt arts or like specific cards from like those older sets. And then next I got the Arceus Dialga regular GX from Cosmic Eclipse. So this card is illustrated by Mitsuhiro Rita, as a lot of the other regular art GXs were, but this honestly could be an alt art. Like If it didn't have like the borders and stuff like that, this could definitely be an all art. Like, yeah, it features really, really cool Pokemon. Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia. You're getting a tag team card, and you're getting a tag team Pokemon of three really, really awesome legendaries. Honestly, I have another one on here, the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. But if you want my personal opinion, I think that these three legendaries are way cooler. Um, they should have a lot more. I'm a Gen 4 kind of guy myself personally. Never really was a huge fan of those Gen 1 birds, but these are it's a really nice card. Same with the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. I'm not gonna dog on them. This card is a little bit more like in your face, so you get to see like all of them like way closer up to the camera. This one's from Hidden Fates. It's around $10. Same thing. Like honestly, this could be all art level quality. It's just that good. It's that like grabbing, that cool, and yeah, I think Zapdos looks really cool in this card. I like how it's like sharp its features are. Same with Moltres. I like its wings, so they really look like magma and lava and stuff like that. I don't hate the legendary birds. I just prefer the legendaries from Gen 4 personally. Um, Next, I got this Rainbow Silvally from Cosmic Eclipse. So I have this in my personal collection, one of my binders. I think it's the gray binder. This is literally just the alternate artwork Silvally. Pretty sure it's not the artwork of the regular Silvally. It's literally the artwork of the alternate art Silvally, but just in rainbow form. And I think it looks perfectly fine as a rainbow. Like there's nothing I have against it. I mean, it's like literally more. It's like it's cheaper than some of the like regular Rainbow GXs of just the regular Pokemon, and I think it's still fantastic artwork, honestly. And there's plenty of cards from a Cosmic Eclipse that you could pick up for under 20 bucks that are really nice. Like a lot of those secret rare cards, like the art rares that they have in there, and then like the regular GXs, they all look super nice. So Cosmic Eclipse, if you want to pick up a couple nice looking cards from Cosmic Eclipse, I definitely recommend it. The cards will only soar up into the future. I mean, I'm sure these cards will be worth something in the future, so it's nice to kind of jump on it before something goes crazy. Even some nicer hollows, some nicer regular Pokemon, like the Lycanroc is really nice. Just this artist, Sotoro, is fantastic. But yeah, look at Cosmic Eclipse, see if there's anything you like. And next I got this Umbreon and Darkrai GX from Unified Minds. So Unified Minds is one of the weirdest sets in the Sun and Moon era to me because it's a really, really awesome set, but it doesn't even have the Umbreon and Darkrai or the Espeon and Deoxys All Arts in it. And if it did, those cards would definitely be the most expensive cards in the set, obviously because they feature the evolutions and really cool Pokemon. But again, this is a really, really cool looking not only a Darkrai card, not only a really cool looking Darkrai card, but a really cool looking Umbreon card too. Again, featuring that really fantastic Mitsuhiro artwork. The moon in the background, kind of reminiscent of like Moonbreon, and then you have like, I mean, obviously it's not reminiscent. Obviously, Umbreon is just associated with the moon. I'm not saying that because it reminds me of the Moonbreon, because it doesn't. But Umbreon just has heavy association with the moon. But I like the roof that they're standing on, like the shingle roof. It kind of reminds me of the Aquapolis Umbreon, just that kind of vibe where Umbreon's standing on the roof. And I like that vibe. It's only $12. I mean, you're getting to the point where if I say it's only $12, that sounds like a lot of money. But like for Pokemon as iconic as Umbreon is, and a Pokemon as iconic as Darkrai is, you can spend your money in a lot like not as smart ways. Like even for Umbreon. So like, let's see here. So what do we have for Umbreon? So the most expensive card that Umbreon has is the Moonbreon from Evolving Skies. And the card is nice, don't get me wrong. And Umbreon has some pretty nice other cards too. Some pretty nice looking artworks in general. But let's look at a card that's like, you know, whoa. Okay. I guess I'll probably save that for another video. That doesn't sound right. Um, sorry. I know I just got taken aback real quickly, but the Umbreon VMAX from what? Bro, there has to be something going on with that, because that's not right. The Umbreon VMAX from Brilliant Stars is not a $40 card. I'm sorry. Um, Sorry, that really like took me off guard there. So let's look at a card that's a little bit more expensive than the Umbreon and Darkrai GX. So we have the regular Umbreon EX from Fates Collide. Sure, this card is quite nice. I do like how Umbreon looks, and I like the older style EXs, and I like kind of like the swirly effect on it. Is it as good as the Umbreon Darkrai GX? I don't think so, honestly. I think that the artwork on this card is just like far surpasses it. Just because it is an illustrated card, it's not a 3D generated card. It's just a fully illustrated card. You get a lot more bang for your buck here. You're getting a card of a Pokemon that's really cool mixed with another Pokemon that's also really cool. And like even like the Umbreon V full art from Evolving Skies, not as good, not as iconic, not like iconic, I guess, but just not as like drawing appealing, just as the regular Umbreon and Darkrai card goes. And I know that I kind of spent a little bit too much time to justify that, but yeah. Next we have the Reshiram and Zekrom GX from Cosmic Eclipse. So this is one of the exceptions where Mitsuhiro actually didn't illustrate a regular GX, but hey, I'm not going to complain if Naoki Saito is going to do a fantastic job with the Reshiram and Zekrom GX. So Naoki Saito, the more that I look at their cards, the more of a favorite artist they become of mine, because this artwork really just looks like an alt art. Like if this card had texture, it would probably be one of the most expensive cards in Cosmic Eclipse. That's all I'm gonna say. And for the price, you're paying $14. You get a card of two of fantastic Pokemon. Again, like I said, for the Umbreon cards, you can spend your money in a lot more not smart ways for Zekrom or Reshiram, and instead you could have a card of both of them. It's like paying, $7 for both cards. You're paying $7 for a Reshiram card and $7 for a Zekrom card. I've seen a lot, you know, I've seen a lot worse ways to spend your money than that, honestly. And then next I got the Articuno GX from the Hidden Fates Shiny Vault. So this card is the almost the exact same price as the full art Articuno GX from a different set. Um, but I think it's nicer. It's a shiny card. It's from Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates is a very popular set, and it's a legendary bird. I know I was kind of trashing on the legendary birds earlier. I don't really hate them. It's just I don't know. I don't prefer them over the Creation Trio, but they're not in Hidden Fates, so it's a little bit different in that case. Anyways, this card is still pretty nice. I do kind of like Articuno, the full art Articuno. Um, Obviously, if you're talking about an artwork standpoint, you got the Reshiram and Zekrom GX, and you have the Umbreon and Darkrai GX for cheaper. I'd probably go to those. Honestly, at that point, I'm just saying that the Articuno Shiny from Hidden Fates does look still, it still looks like a pretty nice card. But if you want my personal opinion, I think you'd probably be better off with the other ones um, that I mentioned before. But yeah, and then finally I have this Rainbow Darkrai from Burning Shadows. Again, like I previously said, Darkrai is kind of an underrated Pokemon. The Sun and Moon Rainbows really go hard. They're really, really awesome. I know when I saw this card at one of my local shops, it really catches my attention like every single time that I saw it. It's just because those Sun and Moon Rainbows just have like a certain twinge to them. They make me just happy to see them, honestly. I really like the colors on them. They're very vibrant. The texture really shines through on them. And I think that this is just an awesome card of Darkrai overall. And again, I think the main takeaway here is if you're a Darkrai fan, then you're eating good with this video because Darkrai has gotten a lot of love in this video. I mean, let's see here. The most expensive Darkrai card is 162 bucks, which is that's kind of a lot of money. But if you want to go down to the $20 area, hey, you got a bunch of really cool cards to choose from. You got the Galarian Gallery Crown Zenith card. You got a really nice looking holo from Rising Rivals. You got Great Encounters. You got a full art Darkrai from Breakpoint, one of my personal favorite Darkrai cards of all time. Same with this Darkrai promo, the XY promo. This card is fantastic. I think I spoke about this in my personal collection video. This card, $6, and it's a fantastic full art artwork of a really cool looking Pokemon like Darkrai. And just like a bunch of really nice looking cards. Like you got this Sun and Moon promo, or sorry, X and Y promo, I mean to say. Um, and Darkrai, like I said, he just never really gets a lot of love. Even the regular V from Astral Radiance is a fantastic looking artwork. If you want my opinion, invest in Darkrai stocks because Darkrai is a really cool Pokemon and he deserves more love. If you like the video, then let me know. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Anyways, see you later. Bye.